Today's episode of the Farrell Podcast is brought to you today by Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace. Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace, 787 Mercer Grove City Road, Mercer, PA. Dining hours are as follow: Monday and Tuesday closed, Wednesday and Thursday 12 to 9, Friday and Saturday 12 to 10, and Sunday 12 to 8. For reservations, please call 724 269 7687. That's Talbot Tap Room and Terrace, 787 Mercer Grove City Road, Mercer, PA. Now let's start the show.
Welcome to season 3 of the Furrow Podcast, episode 3. I am the leader of the Ballhead Nation, the landlord, the mayor, the mayor. That's right. Y'all get used to that one. We plant seeds and succeeding over here in goals. The landlord, Mont P. And to my left, you already know it. The nation knows who this is right here.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean,
Encyclopedia.
it's been a while since I've been on here, but in the words of a great man, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove,
Yeah.
and to my left, our great DJ Rich Stacks.
AKA DJ Rich Stacks, the man with all the snacks, king of the big backs, AKA Sir Chef's a lot, AKA the fat bastard, AKA I will take ramen and make it into anything, even a dessert. What's up, fellas? How was your weekend?
Time out. Did you just say ramen as a dessert,
Uh, all you need is cinnamon and sugar.
Good
bro?
Lord.
What?
Trust me. Fat backs and activities, bro. Big backs and activities. Ramen as a dessert. Trust me on this one.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna trust you on this one. No,
Yeah.
no way. Said ramen as a dessert.
Yeah. Hey.
Fat bastard does nothing but makes deliciousness out of the most simplest ingredients.
Cinnamon sugar.
Cinnamon sugar.
All right, let's carry
Ramen.
on. We got
Let's go.
Yeah, heck, shit,
This
stomach
guy.
just be bubbling.
Man,
Yeah, my gosh,
no, he be going like 12 rounds with his bathroom. He got to be.
heck, shit,
At least six.
Yeah,
activating the
the
couch.
bathroom wins. Like the bathroom wins by decision. Like
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But you know what? Watch some good quality football, and what's the NFL was coming to an end.
Uh,
I believe in my heart, the NFL and football is the best sport out of all the sports.
it's America's
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
pastime,
I
bro.
love football so much from Pee Wees to the high school, the college to the pros. Football is my favorite sport. So yeah, but watch some good games. It was, you know, from depending on who your team was, it was your perspective. It was a good football watching weekend or not. I viewed it all as good.
for sure. It was some decent football. I'm gonna be the first one to admit I didn't watch either championship game. I was asleep.
No,
So,
Uh,
I was asleep.
should be.
I do think that football is the premier sport in America for sure. I think it's the best sport out. If not other than I like to bet on it. I win a lot of money on sport, football throughout the year. So it kind of works out for me. Like
Slip.
I'm cool with it. I win more on football than I do basketball.
They
So I'm good.
slip.
Look, I can't look. We have group chats. I have multiple group chats with multiple people, very intelligent
you
sports
running the
people.
Discord?
Gotta get
I can't.
one.
I can't.
Oh,
Can't
nasty.
divulge all the
This is
secrets.
my first full year fan,
Hey
dude.
man, so you know the
Very well this year.
you do know that like
Kinda, sorta. Yeah.
if you
I won.
once you become a millionaire, the way to stay a millionaire is you don't tell people all the secrets, bro. I don't do that.
I know. I didn't
I
say
can't tell
people.
you.
I said
Can't be gatekeeping the
You,
game.
hey, you call it whatever you want to call it.
me.
I will put a padlock and a padlock on top of the padlock. Look, y'all can't have all of it. See,
I feel you. I feel you. That, but we're not talking about people. We're talking about me.
More than
Fuck
the team, bro.
me.
this guy.
Gotta share the wealth, bro.
What a Steelers fan? You really gonna condone it?
Just saying, you decide.
I have one. We might have to get a Super Bowl.
You know we brownies.
It's crazy. My Super Bowl parlay is already done. So I don't
I'll ask you about that in a minute.
yeah.
So how was your weekend, man?
It was cool. For the first time in like 3-4 months, I didn't do anything on a weekend. Like, I mean,
Beautiful.
actually, I
You
lied.
deserve
It's
it.
it's been longer than that. It's actually probably for the first time since the
2021?
last week of July. No, for the first time since the last week of July, I didn't have anything to do on a Sunday, so I actually kind of Got to sit back and relax. A lot of times I'm in the office or whatever else, just doing things to catch up for the following week.
That's good, man.
Whatever we need to get done. So, yeah, man. I kind of just enjoyed it. Slept a lot, played a lot of Call of Duty. I prestiged again, so I'm now a prestige
Show off.
two. I listen. I bought the game on Christmas Day over Christmas break. I played the game 300 hours, and I'll probably only play a total of 20 more hours the entire year. So I got to get my time in where we, what I mean,
When
where
you
I can
can.
fit it in.
I
So
feel you. Heck, shit. You bought it. You bought it to play. You ain't buy it for it to sit and just you not do nothing.
And collect us.
Hey, Coach, Uncle Reg.
yeah,
Reg.
Uncle Reggie on here,
Shout.
and
What up,
Not
Reg?
two in the building.
What's
hey,
happening,
the
baby?
crazy thing is, I almost started to switch these out for the Coach Primes just because I knew Uncle Reggie would be watching tonight. Shout out to him. I need one of them hats though. He got to get me one of them hats. He got one of the Colorado big hats. I need one of them.
Yes,
This
sir.
Yeah.
move.
Yes,
And the
sir.
new attire is a ode to Colorado. Not
You knew what he was
yeah,
saying.
I knew, yeah, he was trying
You
to
know what
set
he
me
was saying.
up. Yeah, the only reason I'm rocking is Colorado colors. You remember that. That's every man's second football team, college football team.
That's
Yes,
true.
sir.
But speaking of college football teams, how about the national champion?
You better say
OH,
it loud. I yo.
Ohio State Buckeyes,
Yes,
baby. How about that? Now, what I will say is, while we are the national champions,
Yes, sir.
Ryan Day, if I could take a moment and I could speak directly
look
to
directly
you,
in the camera.
Telling.
Ryan Day,
Let him know.
this does not give you job security. If you do not beat that team from up north this season,
Not
you
at
can
all.
be gone just like Jim Knowles, and we will not care.
Like that.
Sincerely signed, every Buckeyes fan in America. Now back to the show.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be split on account of him winning, you know what I'm saying? Well, on account of him coaching up those guys to win that championship. Now, granted, we'll revisit that if he can't beat that
That
team.
team up
You
north. Don't
know,
say the name.
yeah. But
That team, bro. No, no, no,
it might not have secured his job. It might have
in America believes
still,
if you don't beat them,
still.
you don't belong. Because here's the difference. I always say it's the equivalent to being at Farrell, right? There's just some things you don't do. Like, okay, if Farrell goes and wins a state championship right now,
Hmm.
that's great. Everybody expects us to be a state contender every year.
Right.
Everybody expects Ohio State to be in the college football playoff
Exactly.
every year. So winning a national championship to us is like winning a conference title. Like, okay, we expect to be there. We expect to do this. The fact that you didn't do it with the teams that you had previously, teams that had Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields, and you didn't win a national championship with them, and you had Travion Henderson on that team,
Facts.
and J.K. Dobbins, you didn't win a national championship with them, bro. You've beat Michigan what, one time since you've been the head coach?
Hmm.
If you don't beat them this year, and I could care less that the game is in Ann Arbor. If you don't beat them this year, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You just gotta go.
Dang, that's rough. So you saying if Coach Amp lose to Sharon these next the rest of the years he's coaching, but we win a couple of championships, Amp gotta go. You see Amp, that's crazy.
But you know what's crazy?
Amp, no,
Don't
Here's
throw this man under the
no,
bus
but
like
no.
that.
I'm gonna be serious with you.
I'm messing
Here's why I'm
around.
saying that's not crazy.
I'm
Because if you
messing
asked
around.
him and he was in this room, he would tell you the exact same thing I said. Yeah, you just gotta go. Like you can't lose to your rival 6 straight years and think that hey, we won a national title. It's all good. No.
I don't know if one game is bigger than
The game,
national.
the
Yeah,
game
he
is
can-
is bigger than any game you'll play.
If we can win a national title again next year and beat Michigan,
Then I'll give him his credit. I'll be the first one to say, hey, give him a contract.
notice I said we.
Yeah, I'll be
It's a collective up here.
I'll be the first one to say, give him a
What?
contract extension. But if he doesn't beat them,
What if
he
it
gotta
happens
go.
the same way again though?
He
What
still
if he
gotta go.
don't beat him
He still gotta go.
and then they mess around and make it in there the same way they did off of that one loss to Michigan
No.
and win it again, back to
Because
backers.
my problem with him is this. I could go out there and win a national championship with that team. With the amount of talent you bring in on that team every year, like Joe from outside on the corner could go put a headset on and coach them to a national championship.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard. It
It's that
shouldn't
one
be that
game.
hard to beat them.
But in that
One
game,
game.
was it Day or was it Kelly's play calling did drop? So
It was a
would it be
collective of both.
Kelly? Oh, okay, okay.
It was a collective because if you watching the national championship game, then we got up and it started getting a little too conservative in the play calling with Chip Kelly, and then that's when it kind of, they started getting a little bit closer. If you're watching the Oregon game, when Oregon started scoring, it's because Chip Kelly got way too conservative, started just going straight to running the ball, like, and then settling for field goals. Like, it's a collective, and if it's gonna be on Chip Kelly, it's gonna be on Ryan Day. Ryan Day hired Chip Kelly. Now,
Well,
in saying that,
okay.
Ryan Day also hired Jim Knowles,
Mhm.
who is now dead to me because he just decided that he was going to skip our national championship parade and then go take the job at Penn State.
Mm.
All right, we'll see you on November 1st, buddy.
Yep,
We'll see you on November 1st.
that'll be revenge enough.
We'll see you on November 1st.
Yeah, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and he got to come back to Columbus. They better put a security detail on him.
Shoot.
That's Ryan Day. Get your shit together. My nephew is not pleased.
I ain't playing with him. I ain't playing with him.
And Marduk said, "Hey, son. Hey,
What's
Margot.
going
Hey,
on?
How you doing?
yeah, yeah. Hey, Reggie. Yep." So Red said he got the boss hat, the big boss team hat like Gilly.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Reg, do you go on and on? You can't say it. Do you? Do you too? Ah, dang. But
Mhm.
yeah, it'd be
Lord
interesting
of
to
wisdom.
see. It'd be interesting to see, And I just thought that the rest of Columbus and all those state fans, settled in. Like, you know what? With how they finished the season, we good on it. But
No,
staying corrected.
no.
Nah, they probably still got hurt in their heart, man, because
We don't lose to them.
that team up north, you ain't
We don't
supposed to
lose to
lose.
them.
I can see once every 5 years, maybe
But we
six.
lost four straight.
4 straight, bro, is egregious. Yeah,
Like, come on.
yeah, man.
I mean, we starting to act like that other team over on the lake, and I'm a fan of that team. But like, come on, like even they beat the Steelers once a year. Like, come on, man.
Once,
Yeah.
yeah, once a
Yeah.
year.
But and then over, you see young Jaden Daniels finally, him and the team, they finally got dealt with. And you see
Yeah,
people quick to be like, oh, Jaden Daniels is not. And I'm not going to add to that. The Washington Commanders lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. That young man played a good game. That
he had
young
an
man was
extraordinary
on a
season
hell of a
too.
run. So it was not on Jaden Daniels as the commentators say, oh, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. No, the Commanders lost as a team,
As a team,
as a unit.
you win as a
I,
team, you
I,
lose as
Heck
a team.
yeah, heck
I think
yeah.
Jaden Daniels had a phenomenal season. I
Yeah,
think he's absolutely the consensus rookie of the year.
Got to be.
Um,
absolutely.
but in saying that, Jaden Daniels is the consensus rookie of the year. But in saying that, there's just a different level when you have to play Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley is just that guy.
He is a real weapon as a running back.
Yep,
And to the NFL, bam, right
yep.
here. I'm old school. Football will always be set up and based up off of
The run,
your running back. With
exactly.
doing them running backs like that, you've seen Saquon, Derrick Henry, my fantasy football running back. Them, even Joe Mixon went and got down.
Yep.
The NFL, once again, stop. Stop. Y'all try to go to the passing game and make it, a high scoring game with the element and mixing in that. You see, now, It's
They
always going to
basically
be
tried to
about the
take the
running
running
back
back out the equation.
and the lineman.
You,
Yep.
you know
They
what's
always going to get it
crazy though?
cracking.
Like thinking about it, like if I'm the New York Giants GM, he's got to be living in his own personal hell right
He
now.
on
Personally, he
suicide
should be
watch.
fired.
Bro,
He
did
on
you guys hear
suicide
that phone
watch.
call? The one where he had with
Yeah,
Barkley, where Barkley's like, "I
yeah.
want to be here," and he basically told him like,
Nah, we
"Go
don't
see
want you.
what you're worth."
Yeah, we don't want
Bro
you.
is in a Super Bowl right now. Was a game away from breaking Dickerson's record.
Uh huh.
Like this is
I think they should have let him play that game, man. Get
so here's now. I had a very heated conversation about this on New Year's Eve about letting him play the game. I thought he should have played the game, but I said if you were gonna sit him, you had to win the Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. Yeah,
Thus far,
Right.
it's proven to be a decent decision.
Right.
No,
true.
I mean they got what they wanted out of it. Ultimately, he's had 100 yards in every playoff game thus far, so I don't think you can really question it. And speaking of Super Bowl, I think we were talking about my parlay earlier. If you want to put this in, I have Saquon for 100 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns in the Super Bowl. That's part of my parlay. So
I
You
feel
have
it.
him with a dub though.
I feel it.
I don't take money lines. I don't do money lines.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I keep trying to tell this man, stop that.
I'm old school. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
study the Vigs, and I always went with the points.
Hammer Kareem Hunt for a touchdown too.
Don't tell him nothing. He not gonna listen anyway. What he know? Nothing.
Well, I mean, you just asked. I'm just giving you bits and pieces of the part. I can't
Heck,
give you the
shit.
whole thing.
I
I give
got
you
that on
some.
mine already because he been getting it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He is like their goal line back. Obviously, Pacheco gonna get you halfway down the hill, but when they get you over the 50, then they putting in hunting. He gonna bam, red zone touchdown.
For sure.
But those who know, you know. But hell yeah, those guys. I just think that this Super Bowl is going to be a better stat Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's going to be little passes here and there, sprinkled on in,
It could be. Um,
intermittent. You know what I mean?
it definitely could be.
It's set up for either way. With how both teams play, you know what I'm saying? As a better on the parlays, you don't know really how to attack it. You can have multiple slips because at one script it can be explosive. At one script it can be dink and dunk. We're gonna use a run to set up, tight end, tight end. They got Goddard, they got Ertz. I mean,
mhm.
excuse me, Kelsey, along with their other tight end. So this game can play out multiple ways.
We fading Kelsey. We fade
Hey,
Kelsey.
Casey.
We doubling,
Yeah, he's
I'm not
Travis
even taking it
Kelsey.
for receptions or
My
nothing.
yeah, 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 he's on my banned list.
All of ours, yeah.
And I think when it comes to the
Come on,
Kansas City
agree.
Chiefs, I think it absolutely. As much as I want the Eagles to win, I will go out on a limb and say I want the Eagles to win. But I think the Chiefs are going to get their three in a row.
yeah.
It is very hard. It's like it's funny how the tides have turned um, over the course of let's say the past 10 years.
Mm.
My favorite quote: "You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain."
Ellen, yes, sir.
Remember,
Wow.
10 years ago, the Kansas City Chiefs were the hero. They knocked off the Patriots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now they've become the villain. Everybody wants to see the Eagles knock off the
And then,
Chiefs.
and then
So
there's another famous saying: first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again.
again, yeah. So
Well, since we staying with sayings, they always what were they saying? Don't bet against Brady. Now they're saying don't bet
Bet
against
against
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Since we
Yeah.
saying sayings,
don't
and
bet
how much
against
is real?
don't bet against Mahomes and the extra four teammates he has on the sidelines. Oh,
Well, that
I
part too.
said
Since we saying sayings,
I
that
said it.
part too.
I said
Yeah. Yeah.
I said it.
They do
Saying
get a lot of questionable
viewpoint,
calls.
he's saying the
Have
loud part out. I mean,
yeah,
the
yeah,
quiet part out loud.
I mean,
yeah.
the
They
extra
have got
four
a lot of
teammates.
questionable calls
So,
all year. Point flip calls
yeah.
all year.
50-50 calls
He
always
calls them
going to go with
ticky
the
tack
spread.
calls. Like that play last night. Just saying. That, that that's Brady esque. I mean, Brady got them calls, and now,
The TV ref, Gene Steratore, he don't
yeah.
even say that much now. He just laugh every Chief game.
Yep,
He just be laughing when he making this statement. Like, do I
crazy.
think that was a penalty? Sheesh. He just might as well just start saying sheesh when they ask him about it.
Absolutely.
Because it's only so much he can even say. You know what I mean? Because he watching it. If you listen, because he's still on payroll
Right.
and he's still part of that union, so he really
Mhm.
can't come out and 100%
Say
be,
what he
even
wants
though
to.
he has. Because he even started saying, "I don't think it was. They called it what I have. No, most certainly not." And that's all he can go with it because
Right.
he's still getting paid by them, so he
Out
really
of
can't go
NFL.
overboard.
Sure.
And then I think, what I mean, it's kind of like the equivalent of, you got your the Super Bowl is a perfect matchup, I think. It evenly divides people. You want to see the villain succeed or you want to see the hero finish his story.
Yeah.
Um and I say finish the story in a nod to my WWE fans. They'll pick up on that. Yeah, we didn't want Cody Rhodes to finish the story. Over here, we acknowledge Roman Reigns.
And before they say it, before they even get it out there, we got two brothers in the Super Bowl again. Once
Absolutely.
again, two
Power to
brother
the people.
quarterbacks. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
When you see me, you
yeah.
see you.
Love to see that.
Yes, sir.
Well, fellas, I guess that's the end of the sports talk. So,
No, no, no.
no.
This is going to be sports heavy.
Well, that's fair. I mean,
This
let
is
me
going to
let
be
me correct
sports
myself. That's probably the end of the NFL level of
Yeah,
the sports
right
talk.
on. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
my question to you guys is, well, I'm your guest. So, what do you want to talk about?
heavy. No, you're not a guest. You're the host, too.
Heck,
What did you want to talk about,
we
my
getting a crack lacking today.
I wouldn't say that I'm the
There-
host. I like being the guest.
Yeah,
Being I like being able to take a back.
Okay, so I guess we jumping into hot topics right now.
Hey, what's the hot topic?
In hot topics right now, we're going to talk about 45, 47s. First week in office. This dude did a lot. I mean, he started writing off stuff. We paying attention to Elon, but we ain't paying attention to what's going on behind the scenes. Um, One of the bills that he executively wrote was he struck down the DEI and inclusion factor of African Americans being hired, and that's a big one because companies like Walmart have already pulled out, and companies that I'm lightweight associated with have pulled out of DEI inclusion hires, which was part of the 1964 African American Bill of Rights, basically. Um, this is a strike, but I don't think it's going to deter us from being fruitful and prosperous in the future. They can do whatever they can. They can try it, but I don't think it's going to succeed.
Yeah, that's quite a touchy subject. Um, I guess we'll have to wait and kind of see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I don't know that anything abundantly positive can come out of it.
Nah,
Um, at least not for us. But then again, it's kind of one of those things that I mean. I think you kind of have come to expect from him. But we shall see how it plays out.
yeah,
Yeah, man. I just think, like I said, and we talked about this, Rich, before he got into the office or whatever.
uh huh,
Uh, we just gotta just squad up,
yep.
like this shirt
And
say,
that's why we got this
squad
on.
up. We furrow strong and
Yep,
just start to assemble people. You know what I mean, and tap in and start aligning resources with affiliates to be prepared for some of the stuff that's about to be written into laws and or taken away from the laws.
hmm
And one thing I think that we should do is mobilize and be ready
and be
to
contained, be
enough
self-contained.
to act
Yes, sir.
upon when we need to act upon anything that happened like this. So, and for this particular uh him removing this stuff, I would say that we need to continue to start our own businesses as we already have
Exactly.
uh, uh, during the pandemic. If you look at society has already set us up for this to be coming.
hmm
Now it's a matter of more people need to sustain businesses that you have, people of color and minority, the people that are in a position to start. I encourage you to do that so we can take care of ourselves. You know what I mean? Because adults still need villages, and we still have to police ourselves and get ourselves together and hold ourselves accountable, those that already
Exactly.
have the resources. So, once again, this is all about, okay, looking at the situation, sitting back, assessing it, coming up with a plan of action, and then executing what we need to do. That's what I view
That's it.
as things play out and things come to the forefront from what the president will be doing.
Yes, sir. And I see this as like we can take negative moments and make them positive. This could be a galvanizing moment. It's time for us, just like you said, for us to do for self, bro. It's time to do for self. We can't depend on nobody. We got to depend on us. And we ain't got the answers. We can try to find them out together. And it's time for us to unite. Like you said, build that coalition.
Heck,
And
shit.
we ain't just talking black. We talking black, white, everybody, because we all in the same boat together, fam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And whether y'all want to hear this or not, one of Thomas quotes, look, when it comes to this stuff, it got to be nameless, great faces,
Uh huh.
and yeah, there's no ethnicity or no color in this because we're
Exactly.
all being treated unfairly. With this, the only thing is the wealthy and the less wealthy, and I'm not even gonna go poor because that's where it is right now. So
hmm
those are the differences in this. So, like I said, we got to take our efforts, focus, and energy and put it into that and just be ready for any shenanigan that's going to rise.
For sure.
I'm gonna slide in here and kind of lighten the mood back up. I just want to let you know that that wasn't a Mike Tomlin quote.
Your hands off
I
me.
was gonna say,
Proud of your
well, no,
stuff.
you were right. The Steelers did say that. That was Juju Smith-Schuster referring to the Browns right before the Browns beat them in the playoffs.
He got that
That's
off
what
of Mike Tomlin. Yeah, yeah.
say
That was a
the Browns is
Tomlinist.
the Browns, and then the Browns beat the Steelers in the last
Yeah,
playoff
yeah,
game at
yeah,
Heinz Field. Yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's what I thought too.
Right,
I just
right.
want to
So,
make sure.
but yeah, that was a Tomlinism. Juju said that.
Tomlin is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You last week you wanted to
No,
fire him.
no,
Now you
no,
want him as your
no, I
coach.
didn't.
In
No,
2 months you're gonna want to fire him
no,
again.
no.
That's how all Steeler
Oh,
fans.
look at the hate, 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 and that's
That's
how
how all
all
Steeler
brands.
fans, right?
It
And that's
is.
One
all
week you want to
brands.
fire him, the next week you want him as your head
That
coach.
My
typical
redemption's
Browns
on.
fan.
By week 6, you're trying to send him to San Diego or wherever
Typical
else.
Browns fan.
I got
Always
backup
worried
today.
about. worried about what's going on in our
Yeah.
camp, loving all the
Already
bullshit in their
delusional.
camp. Oh, I just want to beat, once we beat Pittsburgh twice. That's all I care about. Typical Browns fans.
I
And
actually
even,
baby steps.
I'm not even
First, I
feeding
wanted
into the
500.
conjecture.
Just wanted 500.
I just wanted
Whatever.
five.
Then a championship win.
I'm not even feeding
Got
into
that.
conjecture.
Margo says, "Mark, that's a nice design. Could I get that in a hoodie?"
Absolutely. We got
That's
you,
what you
fam. We got you. I got you, my baby. Father Burtis will not be disappointed in me because I did not hook you up. I got you. I got you. Word to Fatima and Farrell, I got you. I got you. And I know y'all raised your young man right, but when he got a little older, he went astray, and I started acting simple.
Started
You
acting.
know what I mean?
No,
Get
it's
on my
called.
nerves.
It's called. I had a moment of reflection and found clarity. This ain't it.
It's called awakening.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much
Yeah.
awakened. I had to get as far away from the black and gold as
He gets
possible.
on my nerves. He's so
Let's take
verbally
it back.
abusive.
The only Steelers I rep are the Farrell Steelers.
This I was
all good.
brainwashed back then because
Probably
the
true.
police officers in the city of Farrell used to ride around with football cards. And they were Pittsburgh Steelers football cards. So I got Franco Harris, Terry
Oh,
Bradshaw,
see,
Randy
nah, they
Swallow.
tried.
So they was giving out football cards
Mm.
and for at least 3 years.
You
I
was a
watched
Steelers
them.
fan?
No, I'm not gonna say a fan.
Well, but you
I was
followed the
forced to
team.
watch them. God rest my Uncle Herman.
Okay.
I would watch those games. But during the course of watching those games, Cleveland used to always play the 4:30 game right after the Steelers.
Yep.
And started watching these cardiac kids and fell in love with the
Hmm.
squad. And it's been a love-hate relationship ever since.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
You can feel my pain. You're young to this right now, though.
Anyways, let's go talk about basketball, huh? Let's talk about the NBA. Let's
Be dope.
let's talk about the NBA. So
Oh, yeah, he don't want to talk about them
You gotta
because he
face your
was in
pain,
there
bro.
in there snapping out. Oh man, this is not now we undefeated. This is not that. And I told him, I said, bruh, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
How you finish?
Don't forget last year y'all did the same thing similar, and then y'all stumbled into the playoffs, and then y'all just
Tail of the
failed
tape.
us, the Knicks, the New York Knicks.
The tail of the tape is going to come after the All Star break. We will see, but I'm reserving judgment. The Cavs are still the number one team in the East. Still the number one team in the East, but
won't beat
the
the
way they're
Celtics.
losing, man,
You Celtics
is
fan? E?
No, I'm not a Celtics fan. I'm
uh,
just saying they won't beat the
he's-
Celtics.
yeah, yeah.
We're not gonna talk about my team. My team hasn't been relevant in 30 years. So
The Lakers?
Since that guy 23 was there.
Oh, I
no,
don't know.
did you just call me a Laker fan? That's
Lakers
almost
are relevant.
disrespect.
No,
Like,
Lakers
bro,
are
Lakers fan.
relevant.
all love to the Mamba, but
I've been
no,
going through it.
no,
So
yeah,
shit.
yeah, you a Knicks
No,
fan.
he's a
I
bull. He's a
apologize.
Bulls
Still
fan.
trying to make it.
He's a Bulls fan.
We get it. Cleveland is tired of being a mistake on the lake, so they're moving the stadium. Yeah, all right, yeah, very funny, huh?
All right, classmate.
What's up?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This guy's supposed to be on the floor at the mill doing his job. Now
Wow.
he's on his phone watching a podcast,
He's in
man.
there.
This is ridiculous.
He's in there for a minute.
I need
The
to call.
namesaker's on TV. He's
Listen,
gonna watch.
I'm about to call my uncle and tell him he need to get his brother back on the floor. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where's my uncle Will when I need some backup? This is crazy.
Way to go, Ethan. Dun, dun.
Well, you think you got some backup now? Now you feel
Right.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
No, through it all, man. You gotta admit, we some of the most loyalist people on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a fault.
Yeah.
To a fault.
Yeah.
But I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I've been rooting for the Eagles. Let's patch out. RIP the homie BK. That was his squad. And I've been on some Gilly type stuff like
We loved you, BK.
BK all day, man.
BK
No love.
all day. Yes, sir.
And fetch out to the brethren KB.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shit, I've been rooting for the Eagles like they was the Browns, man.
Jay,
Like,
Wu Tang
Hey,
for children. Wu Tang.
Listen, like I said, I'd love to see the Eagles win. However, death, taxes, Patrick Mahomes. It's just three things that are never going to change. Like, if Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, he's always going to
no, man, I'm still holding out.
KB, absolute shout out to him. I actually got to have a conversation with him
Uh-huh.
through text message a couple weeks ago, so we got to kind of reconnect for a minute. Always, I get to talk to him periodically, and always great to catch up with him, have a nice conversation. It's
Most
always
definitely,
very
yeah.
intellectual, and it was a very quick, brief conversation, but it was always along the lines of, "Hey, we haven't talked in a while. I see what you're doing. He told me he seen what I was
Mm,
doing.
yep.
Much love to you. Let's continue to be
Let's
great
keep
and exemplify black excellence. So
Yes, sir.
much love to him the
That's
entire way.
Sure.
right. Yes,
He
sir.
definitely does exemplify black excellence, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. Heck, shit. And Big E said, "I paid the cost to be the boss." That's right. You telling me? God dang it!
That's right. I
God
mean,
dang it!
but we actually for the first time in I don't know how many months, just because of his schedule, my schedule, we actually got to sit down and watch a game. We played at Westminster a couple weeks
That's
ago.
dope,
Uh-huh.
man. That's dope, man.
And so after our game, Sharon played after, so we sat there and watched the game. So yeah, he definitely did pay the cost to be the boss, but like we had
Man.
conversation, um, over the past couple of years, the tide has changed. I used to walk in the stores and wherever around the city on my jogs and what else, and they'd be like, "Hey, yo, you Eric Bell's son, right? Yeah, yep, that's me. How you doing? Have a good one." Now he walks into stores around the city. You're Eric Bell's dad, aren't you? You see, the tide has changed.
But do you see
You
what comes from
love
great
it.
work?
Yeah, what excellence there
We
is.
do it. We do it. I say this as stole it from Dame Dash, even though he's not the most credible person right now. But Dame Dash always said we do it for the last name, not the first.
Absolutely. And
Always.
we like earlier we got to have a brief conversation. I always joke with him and tell him, look, man, the name on the marquee says Eric Bell, but with the excellence that we both define, and I will confidently say that the excellence that we both define, the
Absolutely.
name on the marquee does read Eric Bell, but you never know which one you're gonna get
Gonna
because
get
when you ask for an Eric Bell that defines excellence, both of us can walk into
both.
that same building.
Exactly.
Hey,
And so,
man.
And always much love. That's where I get it from. The work ethic defined my mom too.
yes, sir.
But there's a lot of
Yes, sir.
weight in this city, especially when you have that name, and then I added more weight to it coming up when I started adding the junior to everything. So, but I think through me, that was just a thank you to him. I've seen his work ethic. That was my way of telling him I seen your work ethic. Now I'm gonna take your work ethic and build upon it and continue to keep our last name in high conversations in every room.
I'm gonna tell you a true situation, bro. Real life. God rest my mom's. My mom's was your pops, one of your pops'
I
teachers.
remember him telling me that.
And yeah, and he excelled. I think your pops got bumped two grades,
Probably
two grades. He was supposed to graduate. He was supposed to graduate
He got promoted.
994, I think. He
more than
graduated
likely.
class of 92 due to his hard work ethic from a child.
Absolutely.
Bruh. And apples don't fall too far from trees. And you got people can see it's because both mom and dad work hard.
With me, I was blessed to go back to Farrell for my senior year and graduate from Farrell, and I still have this picture. I actually need to frame it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I still have this picture on my phone of his diploma and my diploma up underneath, and they look almost identical because
That's
they both
dope.
came from Farrell.
Yep.
And it's just the epitome of I call it generational excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Um, so that right there
Mine,
defines everything.
mine.
Actually, you come from great stock, man. You
You
just
need to make that a T-shirt right now, bro.
straight blessing. Straight blessing.
Absolutely.
You a junior, I'm a junior, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to being a junior.
Shout out to being a
Shout out to the
junior, man.
juniors. Shout out to being a junior, man.
I was named after my dad, but I didn't get my dad's full name
Right.
because back then Grandpa didn't play.
Right.
This boy gonna stay in my house. He gonna have my last name.
Right.
That's how it was. If he wasn't married,
That's cool.
but Richard Antonio Maurice Hughes, I got my dad's first name, so technically I'm a junior.
That's fair. That's how we rock with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I said, there is a lot of weight to that. Which is why I think he didn't give me his full name. I don't think he necessarily wanted that weight for me.
Hmm.
But then it got to a point where I was like, I can carry it. You know what I mean? And it got to after I felt I could carry it, then it got to I need to carry this. It is me. I need to embrace this. This is me. So now everywhere you go, everything I write, my signature is Eric Bell Jr. Everything is Eric Bell Jr.
BJ.
That is a weight that yeah, EBJ, that's the nickname.
Yes, sir.
That is the weight that I chose to carry as again, like I said, as an acknowledgement to the work that he put in to get me to where I am. Now it's on me to carry it to where it needs to be.
For sure. And your pops always had the math answers because
Oh man,
he's
well,
meticulous with the
listen, listen.
numbers, right?
Oh, you want to talk about math answers? And he knows this story. I got a story for you. So I think I was still at Sharon. I was in seventh grade,
Uh,
and I came home. I came home one day, and my teacher had gave me an F on my homework from the previous day. My dad, he was working afternoon at the time. He would take me to school the following day.
Mm-hmm.
So I come home. I'm not thinking anything of it. When I come home, before I go to bed, I would lay my homework out so he could check it when he got off work. And then when he got up in the morning, if something was wrong, he'd have me fix it real quick before he took me to school. So he gets up and, well, excuse me, I get up and I knew something was off because now remember, I told you he's working afternoon, so he's working 3 to 11. So you know something is wrong when he's up before me. He's sitting on the couch. If you know my dad, he don't drink pop, he don't do coffee. He got a bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there and he's fully dressed and he's watching TV. And as I wake up, he looks at me and he goes, "So you got a nap, huh?"
Mm.
I go, "Look, Dad," I said, "I left it out for you for a reason." I said, "Listen, I understand that it says it's an F, but I need you to work through the problem because I promise you I did it right."
Uh-huh.
So he's like, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Mm-hmm. I know. I did the problem twice. I know it's right."
Mm.
He said, "But why did you get an F?" I said, "The teacher told me I did it wrong." He said, "Oh, okay. No problem. Go get your shower when you going to school." Like, all right, oh, all right, cool. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, ooh, he ain't think it was on me. I got that one through, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go take my shower, I get dressed, I go to school. Now here's where I knew something was wrong. Usually he pull up, drop me off, I go in the building, that's it. Uh-uh. He pulled up and parked.
Oh, he walking in
I
with you.
said, oh, this is bad.
Mm.
So we get up, we go into school. He goes, hey, you go to class, you do what you're supposed to do. So, all right, I'm cool. We go into class. I got my book bag. I stop at my locker, grab my stuff. I go into class. So whatever. However it happens, I think after school or whatever, I must have had a conversation because I'm getting ready to leave after school and it's during a sport off season. I think I was in between basketball and baseball.
Uh-huh.
So I'm about to go home and there's this as I'm getting ready to walk out the building, the principal, Mr. Carsonovich, stops me and goes, "Hey E, come here." Yo, what's up, Mr. K? I need you to have a seat in my office. Hey, Mr. K, Mr. K, my grandma's outside waiting. You know I can't have her other way. Your grandma's not outside. How am I getting home today? Say your grandma's not outside. Well, I walk into his office and Pops is still sitting there. So,
Oh
oh.
shoot.
Bruh.
So he goes, well, I walk in, he goes, all right, you guys can come with me. So we walk to this teacher's classroom, this math teacher's classroom.
Oh shoot.
So we go into the math teacher's classroom, we're sitting there, and my dad goes, all right, can you please explain to me why my son got an F? And she goes, well, he did the problem and it was incorrect. And so my dad says, okay. He goes, well, can you go up to the board and show me how to do it?
Oh shoot.
Loving it.
She goes up to the board and she works the problem out. Do, 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 do. And as she's working the problem out, it gets slower and slower
Mm.
and slower until she goes, ah, Mr. Bill, I've been teaching that problem the wrong way for 25 years. I apologize.
Oh my lord.
Your son will, look, she said, I apologize. Your son will have full credit for that and it won't be a problem.
Oh my
Told you
lord.
meticulous with them numbers, right?
And after that, I never had a problem with her again. So, that's just one of the things. Like, my dad didn't play. Like, with grades, if I had a C, it was a problem.
Yeah.
Which, now, looking at it, that did everything. That was everything for me. Coming up, that structure kind of created everything because now it's like him not accepting a C in third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh grade is the equivalent to me. Like right now, like if something is wrong, like anything I put my name to, bro, if it don't come out to be excellent, bro, you can't put my name to.
You, yeah.
No matter if I'm producing a podcast, if I'm coaching a basketball team, if I tell my kids the first thing, like, listen, I'm gonna be hard on you, but you guys gotta want to be excellent. If you guys don't want to be excellent and strive at the highest of levels at what we're here to do, then I'm not the guy to be here for you. And right now that kind of resonates with all the kids, the whole way up, varsity all the way down in both sports. So, what I mean, it's kind of one of them things where it's like that is one of them things he instilled in me. Look, you see, I'm like, well, a C is not an F. It might as well be.
Yeah.
Look,
I
and
remember.
like, he always used to tell me, and it's funny that Uncle Reggie said Sanford, and so my
Yeah.
dad used to tell me all the time. I look, I don't pay for you to go to school and act like a big dummy, as Fred would say. So he ain't play that.
That's one of me, your dad's favorite
Oh,
shows, man.
he ain't play that.
I don't want to even take credit for it, but damn man, who would have known me calling you and starting to call you Encyclopedia E really held weight to it? Because that story you just said right there about that math project and how
He was on point with
you
it.
embody. Encyclopedia E, and the legend grows.
Exactly.
And the
So
legend grows.
that's just kind of what I mean, one of them things about my dad, man. Like I said, with our schedules, we don't get to do things as much as we used to, which we need to work on that. And me just as much as him, but we're always busy. It's always something for us to
That's that
do.
grind. Yeah, man.
He's always at work. I'm always at work. It's funny. He'll call me and he'll say, "Look, man, you wanna what are you doing today?" Hey, I'm in the office. I got some checks to write. I got some papers to fill out. I got some stuff to do. All right, I catch up with you. I'm gonna be at work. You know what I mean? So usually right now we're kind of on this thing where like Sunday, somewhere between Sunday and Tuesday, one of us will text the other one. What's your schedule for the week? All right, this is my schedule. This is yours. All right. And we're both on the same schedule. We'll try this again next week. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of them things. But it is that thing though. Like we may not see each other every day. We don't have to talk every day. We don't have to text every day because at the end of the day, I know all I gotta do is hit that call button.
Yeah.
If I hit that call button, the first thing he's saying is what's wrong, and the next thing you hear keys behind it because he's on his way.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's just how my dad is, and I love our work ethic. Like I said, I get it from him. What he instilled at a very very young age, and I just like I said, I kind of continue to build on upon that. So
Yeah.
got to give him his flowers. His birthday was 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, on the
113,
13th.
the opposite of
So
mine. Mine
Yep.
is 131.
131.
And when I was
Yep.
working at steel mill, he used to all me and him used to always run that number, 131. I'm playing it right now. I
Yep.
always run it for the whole month of January.
Yep.
I'm playing our birthday, bro.
so
Much love.
absolutely, like I said, I just seemed like the right time to give him his flowers. And he's one of them guys where it's always he'll give everything for his kids. He don't expect his kids to give anything to him. So I got him full suited this year for his birthday. He got full Jordan gear.
That's
Jordan
what's
gear. He
up.
got the
That's what's
the
up.
Farrell pullovers with the Jordan on them, the jump man. I told him like, look, you
Oh,
come to support me at all my games. You can't be in there looking like a clown. You know what I mean? Can't be in there.
Hey,
With,
hey,
with,
don't judge the way 9-2 dress, man. We got a specific dress code, bro.
yeah, and
We
he
got a
said,
specific dress code.
man, look, man, I always know during the
You would
winter,
have said I had dad jeans on.
during the winter, man, I always used to know how to find my dad in the stands when I would be hooping because for the longest time he had this real long leather coat.
Yeah,
Walk into a building, you just knew, like I could see his back. I'm like, I would just look up in the stands. All right, pops is here. We're good. You know what I mean? Man, these brothers, still got a Terminator coat, man.
Terminator coat on.
Oh, Malone, man. Oh
you
yeah.
90s brother, you still have that leather coat.
Yeah,
Somewhere, a
yeah.
full length, the bomber leather, man.
I just hanging up in the attic closet.
That
And I
is
said, yeah.
hilarious.
I'm sure, man. Like I said, that was, what I mean, that's how I always kind of knew he was there. But
Man, what the young bucks say, not too much on my brother.
not too much.
Right now, not too much on my brother with his leather, man. Bumped you, man.
That he is tried and true. He's the goat. Like I said, that it starts with him.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, it's my job to carry it from here. But that being said, it's also nice to have the on the job training where I can go, hey, I'm in a situation. I need you to explain this to me, and he can break it down in a way that he knows I'll understand it. And what I mean, we can kind of collectively go from there. So it's one of those things where it's very very great to have. As far as being able to reach him, and then if there's a situation where he's laughing at the leather coat joke, if there's a
Nothing wrong with that, E.
man, I'm telling you, this guy used to come in there looking like the Undertaker, man. Like, hey, when he walk when he walk in the gym, you think the lights here and go out, gong. Like, I mean, this guy, I'm just looking for a hat.
We can go pounce like that, man. Pounce like that.
Man,
Hey, E, I still got a jean jacket and a jean shirt. Class of 92. Swear to goodness.
Yeah, I got it.
This episode I'm wearing.
Stop it. That is
Yeah, man,
you wrong, man.
yeah, man. What I mean? So obviously, like I said, there's nothing you could ever tell me or ever take anything away from him. Give him all the credit in the world.
Show.
And then to my other job, to my job now where I'm the AD, it continues with that on the job training that I've always had, right?
Uh-huh.
So I had on the job training from my dad the whole way up. He was able to teach me these things. And then I took this job to be the assistant. Well, let's start where I first took the job, right? I was the director of football operations.
Hmm.
And from there, the on the job training continued with everybody's beloved coach app.
Mm-hmm.
And now right there, it was absolutely um it was kind of just like he fell in place. You know what I mean? Like I didn't lose anything. Um, I give Coach Amp all the credit in the world. I'm calling him Coach now, and that's probably the first time I called him Coach in I don't know 6 years. That's Uncle
Oh,
Amp.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That the stuff that him and his family have done for me, Uncle Amp, Aunt Lisa, Aaron, Layla, Miss Vanessa. You know what the stuff that that family has done for me over the past couple of years is phenomenal. Absolutely thank them for absolutely everything,
Yeah.
their time and effort, and continue to do. All the way from director of football operations to being the director of basketball operations. Shout out to Coach Lowe. Then taking the assistant AD job. Actually, in a couple weeks, it'll officially be a year.
That's what's up.
So
Yes, sir.
what I mean, I've been kind of doing this for a year, and like I said, that on the job training is great. And I tell him this all the time, and I think it's probably to the point where he probably gets tired of me telling him how thankful I am for what he's helped me do. Um, but it's just the little things. Like some things he realizes, I think, it's his intention to teach me the things that he teaches, but I don't know if he understands how much it actually means. Like we might be on a walk through the school and the conversations that we have,
Mhm.
some may be throwaway conversations, but to me, it's a lot about learning, being a student of the game.
Yeah, you
Whether
glean
I
and gather what you can, man.
whether I was a player as a player or as a coach, now as an AD learning from underneath him, being a student of the game. And I think he understands that I want to learn the game, and he's done everything possible to teach me everything that he knows at a rapid fire pace because of how I can understand the information.
Uh-huh.
And he continues to push me forward. So um, I have this saying: if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro.
If
Absolutely.
you're the
Because you can
smartest guy in the
always learn
room,
something.
you're
Trust me.
in the wrong room.
Yep.
Now, if you happen to be the smartest guy in the room, it is your job to teach everybody else in that room.
Exactly.
After you've taught everybody else in that room, it's time for you to move on to your next room. Which is why now you see me coaching kids, and you'll probably ask, why do you bounce around from level to level? Well, once I feel like I've taught them what they need to know to move up, now it might be time for me to move
Go
to
to the
something
next
else.
level.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? To move and elevate. But that's been the one thing about Coach Amp. He's been very firm with me. Hey, you don't want to do this, or hey, you should probably do this. I
Mhm.
think this is what I think is best. But ultimately, I think his number one goal has been trying to help me elevate to the levels I want to get to.
Yeah.
So,
So through your journey, some of the things that you learned working under the tutelage of Coach Amp, what are some of the things you've been passing off to your
oh man, first
mentees?
it starts with um. Granted, I have the Farrell blood. My father went to Farrell,
Hmm.
but obviously I didn't get back there until I was a senior. So what kind of getting the lay of the land. But the first thing that I learned from Coach Amp was that I always knew, but he reinstilled in me was at Farrell, we don't accept anything under excellence. We don't accept anything less. No matter if it doesn't matter what grade you're in, and no matter if it's in the classroom, no matter if it's on the court, on the field.
Drive for
Nothing
perfection.
under excellence.
Yep.
We don't expect to have any kids ineligible throughout the entire course of the season because
Hmm.
we breed excellence
Yep.
at every level. So that was one of the first things he taught me, and one of the first things he taught me was like, look, I think you're really good at what you do, but there's always room to be better.
Yep.
What I
Exactly.
mean? So, you take that from him, and, hearing that from him actually helped me and elevate me into them rooms, like I said. So, he was one of the guys that kind of, and like I said, continues to put me in situations to be successful. I think we talked off camera earlier about my brother Darwin, is my older brother. Absolutely just always there anytime I needed him. Um, I remember, I think I might have told this story before, but in case I haven't, I'm gonna say it real briefly again. I was graduating high school, and one of the requirements was for me to go to college. I needed to, for the communication field, I needed to do an interview. It wasn't too long after I had said that I was going to go to Cleveland State and enrolled into this communication program that Farrell went and hired Myron Lowe, to be the
Hmm.
new head coach, Uncle Myron.
Mhm.
Um, at which point, obviously, when you hire a head coach, everybody wants to get their interviews. Bob Greenberg, shout out to him for everything he's done for me too.
Hmm.
Bob Greenberg's and obviously, it might have been right as Ken was starting to get bigger and do his exposure and stuff like that. Which shout out to him as well. Over at the Kenmore Sports Papers, everybody wants to get their first interview. Um, Darwin actually went out of his way to text me like, "Look, I talked to Myron already. That's my guy. You're gonna be his first interview.
That was dope.
And that
He
was fire.
he went out of his way. He said he's gonna do his first interview with you. Get with him, coordinate a date, and get it done. And from there, it's been that him putting me in that place kind of elevated me from there because from there, that got me to my communications program. When came out of my communications program, I parlayed that into working for Bob Greenberg for a while. Then I
Uh-huh.
parlayed that into going back to Farrell as the announcer, and then it's just kind of parlayed its whole way down the line. So, you know what I mean, without that text message, things probably go a lot different. It's probably one of those domino effects. You know what I mean?
And thank you because when you did that, that was a little seed that you dropped in our hands,
Wow.
and we planted too. So
It's good
Yep.
to know.
that was a ripple effect that you didn't even know you was gonna have.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you
So, like I said,
and Darwin Dixon for putting that through.
Yes,
Fast
sir.
shout out to Darwin
Cleveland
that
and
always
that's a fellow Brown,
right,
and that,
our
yes,
brother.
sir.
like I said, that's my older brother. I always go to him for everything. Any questions I got, I can go to him, and I know that. Like I said, now we talked about it earlier. You'll see me at all the basketball games with a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
All our stats are digital now.
Dope.
So for the boys' games, I have all our stats. They're digital. Simply because I'm on the boys' staff. So, like I said, our assists, rebounds, so I track through my computer. And after that, it exports directly to Max Preps. Um, and like I said, when it comes to Darwin, and we go back to that Farrell breeds excellence. Darwin Dixon has never made a mistake when it comes to doing a sports book. I promise you he hasn't. I've never seen him make a mistake. He might have
Dedication.
made one mistake, and it was putting the same kid's name twice with two different jersey numbers. But that's closest to a mistake you're ever going to get from him. So, like I said, a lot of times it'll be at halftime, you'll see me sit my computer in front of him. That's because there's a sheet. He can look and see the numbers and kind of see the assist rebounds. And then if I come out and there's something like he might be like, hey, E, you need to adjust. That was a free throw that he hit, or hey, they counted it as a two and it might have been a three. So even today, it just still looks out for me. And yeah, he's one of the guys I do parlays with. You know what I mean? We try to get our money
I can
right.
dig it.
Yeah, we try to do it.
Figured
We
I
try to get
figured
our
that.
money right. But
I figured that.
you know what I mean? That is my older brother for real. Absolutely love him to death. He is, like I said, he's done phenomenal things for me. Um, right now, I'm kind of just enjoying the ride.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
It's
up.
been it's been a lot of fun thus far. I think it's going to continue to be fun. I hope to do more, bigger, and better things this year. Um, and we have so much fun stuff lined up. Just thinking about the upcoming football season and some stuff we're doing there, and the little things we try to do here and there. Maybe the 7-on-7s we might go to, and it's very very it's exciting.
Mhm.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a very fun summer. So, you know what I mean? We got that there. Right now, I'm kind of just enjoying the job. I get to kind of be at all the games and do that. And then I've been able to go see my little sister, Tori Harvey, a lot more now, which is one of the reasons why I stepped back from announcing.
Got
In
you.
case you guys, I'm sure you guys know that.
Yeah.
Um,
The voice ain't there.
Step back.
I mean,
Which
that was
shout out to Brian Phillips, man.
yeah.
He
That's
came in
how.
doing an absolutely phenomenal job.
Yeah.
So shout out to him, and I appreciate him taking on that. That allowed me to step back. Like I said, now
Okay.
I can make it to Kennedy for more Tories games. I can kind of go to more Penn State York games to go see my brother Skyler play,
Mhm.
and I was able to do that this year. So again, that's a major thank you from me to BP. Like, thank you for allowing me to be able to do these other things amongst still doing what I do. So
Nephew, and
Yes,
we
sir.
greatly appreciate all the hard work, the sweat,
That
the
grind.
blood you pour into all this stuff. And,
Yes,
and and
sir.
and speaking of that, let's go to the minute with Mon P for the
let's get
week.
it.
The minute with Mon P for the week is the blood drive. The blood drive going on at the high school, uh, being represented by Miss Nevaeh Gillespie. It's her senior project. When Friday, February 7th from 10:30 to 4 p.m. Where the Furrow High School gym is for the sickle cell anemia fighters. You sign up by the scan code that's on the Furrow Family Facebook family page, and or you can call and get further information that's located at the bottom of the page on the post. Uh, Fast shout out to Nevaeh Gillespie and
Mhm.
Dr. Tonya Farmer, last week's guests, are coming on to speaking about the blood drive. But like we said, we hope for mad people to roll out, support, participate. It's for a great cause and a great situation.
Yes,
Absolutely.
It's
sir.
sponsored by the NAACP
Yes, sir.
Unit 2273. Always go support and become a member of the local NAACP. Our Mercer County NAACP is one of the longest history running chapters in the
Country.
East Coast and in the country. So
Yes, sir.
do your due diligence and become a member of the local Mercer County NAACP Chapter 2273. It's so important that you do.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Fat shout to the Youngstown chapter of the Jack and Jill Foundation. Dr. Tanya Farmer Pitts. She's the member, and she was on the show like Ma P said last week. And this is crucial. Let's get out and support this blood drive. Not just our community. Anybody is welcome. West Middlesex, Hermitage, Sharon. Everybody is welcome to come and join in this blood drive.
That's right.
I think that actually kind of parlays into the other thing I wanted to talk about in the time I've been gone. Man, y'all had some great guests. Y'all have
Thank
had some
you,
Thank you.
great
sir.
guests on the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I still tune in, not as much as I'd like, admittedly. But I do get to see episodes here and there. But man, um, you had some of my football players on here. That was good.
Yes, sir.
I got to see the Kylan Wilson one from a couple months back.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
And then absolutely, Nevaeh Gillespie was on here, I believe, and
Yeah,
she's absolutely a phenomenal student.
that's good news, man.
Her parents are great.
She seemed like a wonderful spirit when she was
Man,
here.
that's a beautiful family. Excited for that, and everybody should go support that blood drive to the absolute fullest.
Oh, yeah.
Love to see her be successful. But yeah, man, you guys have had some great guests, man. Like just naming some of the names, kind of sitting here, I'm like, man, I'm like, I kind of feel a little special, man.
Hey, said man, we attached to you, and like how you said, what your dad instilled in you, we come from that same cloth.
Oh, yeah.
We're never content. We always feel that we can always do better, and we
Absolutely.
will never stop trying to be creative. And our range of guests, no one will never know because this when they think they got us figured out and know who we going to bring. Guess what? You don't. We don't have a niche, as people say. We do
Right.
what we want, how we feel, and we're going to bring any and everybody on here. And the Farrell podcast is just a name for it. We definitely bring people from all walks of life. You don't have to be from Farrell to
Nah,
come on here. So the
Absolutely.
Farrell is
just,
just where we from, and we
yeah.
will always represent our beloved city and ground
Uh,
where we were birthed at. So
okay.
that's it.
Just thinking about, like I said, like man, y'all had some great guests. Justin Mack was on here. That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
good episode. I watched that one.
Definitely.
Said this is
Yeah, fast shout to Kirch's Tavern. Make sure you go down there on Sundays, Saturdays, for their Saturday breakfast from
bro. I seen
11
the
to 3.
breakfast menu, man.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to stop in there a time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That
yeah,
Darla
sure, man. It's just
was fantastic.
man, y'all. Like I said, y'all had some great guests, man.
Hey, Shaky, you can
The
get your
show.
feet on down there. They got
The,
some good grits and
Oh,
and
yeah.
and, and, and
I mean, you right
cheese
around the
grits.
corner. I'm sure
Yeah.
you don't walk over there.
Oh,
You, man.
times. You know me.
Man,
He got his own
oh, he
menu
goes at
item.
the door. He can smell the food, man.
It's called the mayor.
Hey,
The
He
man,
got his
God,
own.
this
He
guy.
got his
Listen,
own menu item down there.
Speaking of food, you know what else is great? La Palmas.
The Palmas, yes
oh
sir.
yeah,
Fat
it's
shout
fire.
to the Palmas. We just had lunch over there this past Friday.
yes, sir. Fat shout out to La Palmas over on Brookfield Majory Road and located in Brookfield, Majory, Ohio. Tell them, tell Felix the Furrow Podcast sent you.
Yep.
They have great drink specials Sunday to Sunday. They have phenomenal, sensational food dishes
Oh my
made
God.
with precious ingredients. Kind,
Sangria
kind
tacos.
servers. Oh my gosh. You want
Yeah,
to that?
so y'all have y'all been up there for the buffet yet?
Nah, I haven't
So,
made. I'm going a while on this day.
yeah, I'm missing her.
Yeah, I'm missing out.
Oh, it's
I'm
what?
telling you, man, there's some good food up there.
And that queso cheese, bro. Ooh.
Oh, that is one of the few places that I will continue to frequent. But
Yeah, man.
um,
And the alcoholic in me, I got a 32-ounce bottle of Modelo.
Yeah.
Where do they sell 32? Modelo, pint. Modelo. Modelo. 32-ounce bottle.
I can't do Modelo's.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, so my thing is, I don't drink literally ever. Like that's kind of one of my things. I rarely ever drink. If you see me though, I probably have a Corona no lime, and that's the most you're gonna
That's the
see.
most.
That's
Word,
it. And
word.
I get that from my uncle.
Save
I
yourself trouble.
understand why.
Don't stay with that. Save yourself trouble.
That's literally it. It's Corona with no lime. Now there is a select group of people where we might decide to go tailgate before a game. Now for The statute of limitations may not be up yet, so I'm not gonna name names. But now I do have a favorite uncle of mine who has a reputation for keeping a bottle of Crown with him at all times. You both would know who he is. He used to hold the position that I covet, so we'll leave it.
It's a statute of limitations. I know my statute of limitations is way past.
Shout out to my dog.
Shout out to Donnie Bells.
Yeah,
Uh,
Grandpa.
Uncle Lawrence used to take me over to Donnie Bells when I was 19 years old, Brian, and get me a shot and a beer while we played pool.
Yeah,
Donnie Bells was my spot. That was the getaway, man.
man. Yeah. So what I mean. Shout out to as we call him, well at least as I call him, Uncle Stupid. Yeah, it's an inside joke. What I mean, we answer the phone, "Hey, stupid, what's up?" You know what I mean. So shout out to Uncle Stupid,
Yes,
Uncle Deech.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good
he carries the crown on ice at all
at all
times.
He was the
times.
first one I ever got a shot of apple crown, bro.
It's
Little too sweet.
I can't
A
do
little
it.
too sweet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. And Miss Deanna Brown, no, we thank you for all that you continue to do.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And she said, fat shout out to young Eric. Keep planting seeds. Man, he is the seed planter. He
Yes.
like a little Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah,
Always,
For
hey,
sure, for sure.
always striving
little
for
push.
perfection.
Heck shit. And I seen your dad said he gonna bring Coach Joe Young to the game. That'd be
Absolutely.
great. Hey
Yes,
yo,
sir.
use the board.
It's all
Gotta
about
use the board.
fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
Listen now.
Shout
Listen,
out to
I'm
Coach
just
Joe
I'm just
Young.
warning you now. When Coach Young come in the gym, you might want to be on your P's and Q's. He will still make you run them stairs.
Heck
I don't.
yeah. Shout out to Coach Joe Young, a legend, a
So
thorough
Yes,
legend.
sir.
Sure, man. Yes, sir.
and shout out to Uncle Reggie. Yes, let's go to La Palma. And yes, my dad is buying. I'm glad you said that. I like that idea.
Oh, for all of us?
Shit, I'm showing
We
up.
got an invitation.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, Eric. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be
we
there.
showing
I'll
up.
be there.
Heck shit. And don't think, every time you come on or anybody come on, don't think that we wasn't gonna have something for you when we was.
Hey, listen.
Marco, I got yours
You sure
too.
it's not gonna blow up, man?
Marco,
Be a bomb.
Okay.
Big E,
I appreciate
I
you.
got y'all's coming through. I got y'all's coming through.
Right now,
Appreciate y'all.
about this time we asked this question, but I'm gonna ask you a whole different question. Okay.
Let's go. Shoot.
Who we keep Stefanski?
Yes.
Okay. Just ask.
Yeah.
My take on that is, bro, he needs to coach the coaches and let his coaches coach the players.
Absolutely.
He said he taking back over play calling though.
Offensive play call.
I'm not.
I'm not a big fan of him calling the plays, man.
I'm not too far against it just because of who the OC is.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's probably going to be the same as if you'd have let the OC call him because half the time the OC would have been looking at him anyway.
Got
So
you.
I'm not too big on that. We'll see how it kind of plays out to start the year.
So
But I think it's a make or break year for him.
yeah,
If he pulls out another 4-13 season, he's got to go.
I think yeah, if he starts the season off next year with like 3, 4 losses,
He's
I
gone.
think he's gone.
He's gone.
Sucks that Vrabel is gone now. He used to be the Vrabel. Yeah, he got the job he deserved.
Yeah, in
He
New
should have been
England.
had that job,
In
man.
New England, yeah.
Oh, we all knew he was gonna go back there once he, things lined up and the position was created for him.
So
Yeah, we
here's my
seen that
thing.
happening.
New England had buyer's remorse with Gerard Mayo,
Yeah,
but the way they did him was wrong.
that was some
That
slime
man
ball
got
stuff.
one season with that personnel,
Mm-hmm.
and you expected him to do something?
And then you know what made me upset? He stole Taki Taki from us, right? Taki Taki was my dude.
So here's my thought on that. Gerard Mayo. it- Here's what I think happened. Now, you could claim it's a conspiracy theory, but just as an educated football fan, this is what I think happened. I think New England had that written in Gerard Mayo's contract for him to take over when Belichick left
Uh-huh.
Right.
because they wanted him to be their next head coach.
Uh-huh.
Until Tennessee went off the cliff and
Mhm.
fired Vrabel.
Mhm.
So they immediately said, well, we want Vrabel instead of Mayo.
Mhm.
But they had written it into his contract, so they had to give him at least a year,
Yeah.
which is why Vrabel didn't take a job,
Mhm.
went and was a consultant for a year, so that way, as soon as they fired Mayo, they could go get Vrabel.
Yep.
It just seems way too. There was way too much of a. I can't think of the word right now, but it lined up
much of
way
a
too much.
coincidence.
Yeah, thank you. That's it. Coincidence. Way too much of a coincidence for that to not be the case.
Yeah.
Ryan with you on that one. And they do what they want and play how they play. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And for coaches, it's a different set of circumstances. You know, unlike the players, they don't void out no said money. Whatever you say was in that. So ultimately, he's still getting whatever
He's gonna get paid.
He's gonna get paid, but
money.
like I
You
think,
know what I mean? Like how Salah still probably
Yeah.
getting paid from the Jets, and
absolutely.
he went back to the 49ers where he was happy and content with.
I think
Still
it would
getting
be.
Jets money.
I think it would be a shame if Solid didn't get another job, man. Like as a head
Yeah,
coach, because he got done by.
He cool where he want
There
to
go
be.
that man again.
He cool.
Aaron Rodgers got rid of him, man.
Aaron Rodgers got to go. Bro.
Aaron Rodgers,
He
man.
right back.
And when you said that, he always thinks he's the smartest man in the room, and you're not, bro.
Right.
You're not.
The,
Smartest man in
the
the room knows he's not
ayahuasca
the
trips
smartest man in
make
the
him the
room.
smartest man in the room.
Yeah,
The ayahuasca trips and
yeah.
the I'm not vaccinized, I'm immunized, and what? So yeah,
You should have took the Jeopardy job.
listen, he used to be a Packer and he was my guy, and then the way he did us on the way out made me say, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe you weren't that guy." And then we got Jordan Love, and it was like, "Oh, hey, I don't mind letting this guy."
Suitable replacement.
But my thing for Aaron Rodgers is, so you went to New York, you played 2 plays and tore your Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
You came back, you cried, I ain't got no help. You went and got your Devontae Adams.
Got you, man.
It didn't matter. You're still terrible.
You,
Like,
you're the problem.
I mean, but now in saying that, when you look at his stat line, a down year for Aaron Rodgers is a career year for other quarterbacks.
Yeah, true, true.
If you go look at Aaron Rodgers' stat line this year, you and I would say we'd take that on the Browns. I think he finished the season. Was he 33-8 maybe, or somewhere in that range?
Somewhere in that range. Yeah.
He might have had 33 touchdowns, 8 picks, or he might have been double digit picks this year, so maybe 12. But even still, I take 33 and 12.
12 picks. That's Jameis Winston in 2 games.
Man, so and then the DTR ain't no better. So you know what I mean. You like I said, a down year for him is a career year for other quarterbacks.
I know
So you
one.
got to look at it that way. Yes, he's not playing Aaron Rodgers standard, but he's still playing.
He better put an eye on his lip and watch his damn mouth when it come to try to be slick and say stuff about Ryan Clark. Or she lit him up on the
Oh yeah.
Hey,
you
hey,
know,
Oh yeah, man.
RC,
whoa, whoa,
man. That's
whoa.
my guy.
Ryan Clark. Was he not on that Steelers Super Bowl team that got beat by the Packers?
Here he go with this old Browns bullshit.
Uh-oh.
Typical Browns.
Hey, I'm just asking a question.
It's Packers.
Browns.
So I take it.
Typical.
And then because it was Ryan Clark on the left side, and then on the right side was
Watch out for that fist.
who
Now.
was that guy that was always getting cooked?
Marco, come get him.
No, it was
Marco, come
you know
get
what?
him.
Lil Wayne said it in the song. Little Wayne said it in the song. Throw it up, touchdown on Ike Taylor.
You know what?
Right? I'm right.
You're picking scabs.
Mm,
Hey, listen.
mm, mm.
You opening up old wounds.
I don't.
He hurt.
I'm not even shocked or even appalled. I expect this poor behavior from Browns fans. Yeah, that like yeah.
Now, to your conversation from earlier, I think we could kind of parlay that. Let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime show.
Super Bowl halftime.
Oh
show.
yeah, here you go.
Okay, so In the Booth with Rich Stacks is sponsored by the good people at La Palmas. La Palmas Restaurant, Orange Sheen Road, Brookfield, Ohio. Um, this NFL season, the halftime show is going to be done in New Orleans by none other than Kendrick Lamar.
Could be Lil Wayne.
And that's what we're going to talk about.
Should be Weezy.
Do you think, particularly the Super Bowl being held in the city, should that garner that city's most famous?
Well, no, I'm about to blow it all
No.
up. We already covered
No.
it anyway, and it's
No.
over.
Yeah.
He ain't got enough, no current
No.
catalog. You talking about mixtape Wheezy? We like that.
But hold
So,
on, hold on.
Oh, no current catalog.
generalize.
The Hot Boys,
Oh,
Hot Boys,
Cash
yeah.
Money.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they never
Oh.
went
New
through
Orleans
the
and
tour.
bounce.
Oh,
They
Wayne-
never went through the whole tour.
Wayne, my
though.
favorite rapper.
I'm out.
Yeah, y'all talking about
You
mixtape.
hear him?
And like how they was saying, corporate America don't want to see no. I don't want to see nothing.
Listen, fellas.
Maybe, dude.
No, no,
Money.
stop. Because it's shit.
Yeah.
Snoop can walk on national TV at the Super Bowl. He can
valid
flick
point.
his lighter in New Orleans.
Got a valid point.
If Snoop can crip walk, Weezy can flick his lighter in New
We're
Orleans.
gonna talk about
No,
right
he
now.
don't
He's
got
in the
no valid
doghouse.
point
For
because
real.
the West Coast
He's in the
been
doghouse right now.
made it comfortable. The West
All
Coast,
Wayne got to do is bring out Cash Money, and everybody gonna be hype.
Thank you.
Watch
My point is,
The
now,
hood.
now
go ahead.
and Manny Fresh. That's
Right.
all they need.
That's fair.
Hood.
But if we're gonna do that,
The Big Machine
you're
Corporate
gonna have to
America.
bring out No Limit also, bro, because they represent Know You to the max. And Master P was the first one.
They
So
be
what I'm saying is I'm thinking Kendrick is about to flip the switch. He's gonna bring Wheezy and No Limit out. He has to.
My thing is, look, I'm not saying that Kendrick Lamar is a bad artist any stretch of the imagination. I'm not even saying that Super Bowl in your city means you get the Super Bowl. But how many Super Bowls have there been in New Orleans and Wheezy hasn't gotten a call?
It's been like four. I can remember since. Yeah,
Specifically, when Wheezy was at his hottest, they had a Super Bowl in New Orleans and the damn lights went out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my point is, like, okay, I'm not saying he has to be the halftime show, but if you're giving it to Kendrick because he had a blow up year, that's great. But Kendrick was just at the halftime show with Snoop.
True.
Like,
With Dre.
I understand it's a whole different thing, and it's Kendrick's own show, but it's in New Orleans. You're talking about the greatest rapper alive, and easily top five in anybody else's conversation, and you passed him for Kendrick Lamar.
Eh.
Man, it's gonna take Kendrick 3 songs to, and everybody in the crowd still ain't gonna know who he is.
And then you
All Weezy got to do is pull up on the stage, flick a lighter, and 60,000 people go, "Oh, they're going crazy."
No, you over
after
exaggerating.
this
People
summer,
don't know
I
who he
think
is.
Mon,
everybody knows
Mon, am
who
I over
Kendrick is.
exaggerating, Mon?
Come on,
60,000
come on
60,000
now.
people in New Orleans.
they
Weezy
get
step
hype
on the
for
stage.
everything.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
I
Talking
think
about,
everybody knows who Kendrick is
yeah,
after
now
the
come
first
on
summer.
now.
No, people got to, man. Yeah, people want to see Wayne.
Man, I ain't going to do that to him.
And I think honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 weeks he brought the representation of New Orleans. Got to be on there, even
Listen,
if
man.
even if
Don't
it's
get me wrong. I'm not against him. I'm just saying what I had heard them say
yeah,
and their perspectives of why this and that. You know, I just hope he's incorporated in it. You know what I mean?
got to.
So we
Being that they didn't choose him to be the main lead off act, I would just hope that he's a part of it, being it is there. You know what I mean?
the regulations though have clearly changed. Like I said, Snoop was smoking blunts and crip walking. Like PV itself has changed, bro. I was watching the Monday Night Raw premiere on Netflix, bro. They had Travis Scott on there smoking blunts.
But as far as the gang stuff, me and Lamar was riding the day, and I was talking to him. And my perspective, like the West Coast have been made it acceptable for America to be curious about the gang
Gang
culture,
culture.
and and been had everybody throwing up C's and dubs and B's. So I
Walking.
kind of crip walk. So America been knowledgeable about the gang culture and curious and want to emulate it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
And for one,
eh,
Washington
happens.
D.C. is a representation of gang culture because you got the Democrats and the Republicans,
Right.
Republicans.
True, true.
Like
Yeah, I'm just saying, blue.
like I said, my point is like it is what it is. Like if Kendrick's gonna do it, I hope he has a great show. Am I gonna watch it? Yeah, probably. But like I said, there ain't nothing like when you have Kendrick in there, he could play They Not Like Us, but ain't nothing different than ain't nothing gonna be like if Wayne was up there,
But I
hey,
do
how you
think
doing? You know
I
what I mean?
know.
Squeezy, yeah,
I
baby.
do
Like
think we
it's
all
just
hope
different, bro.
for it to happen. I think deep down inside, everybody hoping like
I wonder,
Bro.
I'm
yeah,
hoping that the right thing is done, and he at least got a song or something on that joint,
I
man.
wonder if FanDuel
Got
got a parlay where they're gonna bet like if Wheezy come out or if Wheezy drop a song like I'm almost guaranteed if Wheezy do come out, it's gonna be oh Millie, oh Millie, oh Millie, oh Millie, man.
I
Oh,
mean, Kendrick got a song though on the least though, but I don't know if that's like a Super Bowl halftime.
it could be, it could be.
See, it was a banger, but I don't know that I would
He
put
wasn't
it.
spitting, but
Yeah,
I
So
don't know if
now,
that
now if they now Mark, if they parlayed it from one of Kendrick's other songs and kind of got halfway through it to when he gets into
then
that
yeah,
rap element of it,
yeah,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
If they parlayed it that way,
That's what I'm
absolutely.
saying, yeah.
They got straight into Wayne verse.
Right.
Hey, Reg. When the information was first dropped, a lot of people was saying that Jay-Z had a hand on it, in on it just
Well,
because he's
because
over
you got the
top of it.
lightweight
you got the
hating on
Apple
Drake
Music
and
deal.
Wheezy.
Right. But then
Yeah,
too, they
You got the
said
Apple
he
Music.
only could have plays so much of a part in on it too. You know what I mean? He might be the face of it, but from what I read, they were saying that he is just on the suggestive part of it.
yeah.
He don't have the final say on it. But yeah, of course he did have to play a part in it, but don't none of us know except for him and them people if he holds the weight on it as far as like, well, nah, no. The final say on it, no or yes. who knows? Maybe it's just a we'll see what he think
We,
about it.
we'll see.
Yeah.
At
I mean, I
any
hope.
rate, we're gonna make the decision. We just taking this consideration. It may be
Selfishly,
that.
I hope that Wayne is there because to me,
I
I
would hope
like
so.
to me the lighter flick is greater than somebody coming up to a microphone talking about see people. Like, bro, what? Like the lighter flick is just it's greater.
That's,
Like
that's
Drake,
not that's not all it.
you like Drake, don't you?
No, no.
Oh, okay, okay,
Oh, you
okay. I'm gonna
Now,
say
well,
okay.
old school Drake, a little bit.
his name's not Drake anymore, fellas.
Yeah, like the
Darren.
rapping Drake.
It's Darren.
Oh well,
Because he's a male Karen. His name is Darren now.
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I said,
You like the mixtape Drake
not Drake.
when he
when
first came
Drake
out.
with
The
Wheezy,
rapping Drake.
like the Drake with Wheezy,
Yeah.
HYFR, that was a banger. You know,
Yeah.
songs like that. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That Drake, smooth.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
Drake that we got now, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he
He's
like
doing tours in Australia now.
This guy, you know,
he's still doing
I
music.
think he's worldwide.
I don't know. Well, he's in battles with his record label and Spotify. So
That sounds about right.
yeah, yeah,
Right on,
he's
brand.
calling the manager on everything now, right?
Yeah, it's probably about done. His
Yeah, he's
career.
done.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
done.
well.
He crashed out horrible. Like
Man, he had a crazy one.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
he went out bad. And
bad,
it's
bad.
crazy that we are now it's pretty safe to say he got Ja Rule.
Yeah,
He's this generation's Ja
Ja
Rule.
Rule.
Yeah.
Kendrick took his own flow and killed
He's
him
this
with
generation's Ja Rule. Yep.
it.
50
And I'm almost certain that him and SZA playing this out, bro. When Drake name dropped SZA, they used to mess with SZA back in '08. You was messing with SZA back in '08, bro, then you're a pedophile. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Which is exactly what he said when he said right after that's exactly what he said about Drake. He called him a pedophile right after he said, "Psst, say dead people." But
You
on
can't
that
tell
beat.
me that didn't. You can't tell me that song didn't have you like.
Hey, listen,
Okay, 95.9 ruined it for me after they played it. I counted
765 times.
55 times in one day.
Hell
Summer.
no.
Yeah, I was done with it after that.
Ah, there's no way, bro. There's no way.
Yeah, well,
Man, like there- now, look, I'm just saying, like, there's no way they played it 55
They
times.
played it 55 times.
Man, man, see, this is why we need some Wheezy up here. Hey, can somebody play Mr. Carter, bro? Let me get that joint with him and Jay-Z, bro. That joint was fine.
thanks. Well, hopefully, they have it, some surprises
Yeah.
sprinkled in for us, and with him being one,
And then I was about to say, who's to say
that'd be
that
dope.
Kendrick don't extend the palm out to one of his favorite rappers, Hove, and bring him on for that collab that they did, and then after that, they bring Wheezy out with the "Hey, Mr. Carter." That'd be a
I
perfect
know.
tie-in, bro.
That
Tell
definitely
me
would.
where you been.
And that would be dope in the Super Bowl
Yeah,
because supposedly they got beef.
yeah, yeah, that'll be dope.
Around the world,
That'll
and
be
now I'm
great.
back
That'll be
again.
Yes,
great.
sir.
Well, I'ma let you get on up out of here and go ahead and wrap this thing up because I'm pretty sure I know you came from work to do this show,
Yeah.
but heck, knowing you might be leaving here to go to work again.
Oh man, you know exactly what I'm about to do. I am about 20 minutes late. I'm going home. I'm gonna turn on my giant screen TV in my room. Monday Night Raw is live. And we are on the road. This is actually the final Raw before the Royal Rumble, where hopefully I get to see my man John Cena come back in his retirement year and win the Royal Rumble. So I'm kind of that's kind of what got me back into it.
Mhm.
This is his last year. It's his retirement tour. So in December he's done. So hopefully we can see him get to 17 before then. So, but yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm gonna go watch Raw, acknowledge my tribal chief Roman Reigns,
That's
and kind of be a kid again for a couple hours. That's kind of my weekly escape.
we always greatly appreciate you coming on the show and looking forward to you coming back again and blessing us.
August.
You know what I mean? And
We have another one in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Tripping?
he got a brains for it.
Oh,
Thank
he
you
said
for
August.
coming back onto the show. You coming on? I did not say August. I said
No,
when I said, and that's in February.
Yeah, we
Actually.
got another one coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think next week you guys got who'd you have next week? I forget.
Oh, I don't know, but you know what? It's all about this week because this week is my
That's right.
birthday week. You feel
Yeah,
me?
this guy, he's
The show.
Happy birthday,
landlord
Unc.
slash the mayor.
Yeah,
I just wanted to, as we get ready to kind of
50. Call me 50.
close this thing out.
I'll be 50 Friday, y'all. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
Okay, Jill Scott, we're done. We're done.
Living my life. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot. I'm so happy I brought that up. One last before we go on my Richard stuff. I've been seeing and hearing. First Trump said it, the golden era. Then Elon Musk said it, the golden era. Jill Scott, go ahead and lock that in so they can use that song right there, living my life like it's golden, because they in the golden era thing. So we've been in the golden era.
I
Living our
don't
life
want
like
no
it's
parts of
golden.
Elon or
That's right.
Trump's golden era, bro.
Jill Scott, trademark it. Trademark it and
Get
hit them in the
paid,
pocket. Yeah, yeah, because they've been talking this golden era thing. I'm like, what is this golden era they talking about?
man.
Yeah, the golden era as in golden showers. They about to piss on them.
Ain't he ruined
Yeah,
it?
goddamn right. Yeah, because they ruined it. Yeah, I had to corrupt it.
This
Like how they
guy.
corrupted it. But
But
anyway, it's my birthday week, so
yeah, it is
It's,
Unc's birthday week. I want to wish you an early happy birthday.
thank you.
Fellas, I appreciate it every
we
time you
appreciate
guys
you,
invite
man.
me back. I'm glad that we were able to sit down and have this conversation. I look forward to parlaying it in about 2 weeks from now and
Let's go.
That's right.
have another one and be able to talk about some other stuff. Excited for that. That'll be Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll be able to
we're going to
look
have a lot to
more.
talk about.
We'll have a little more to talk about. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like I said, I just
And then I'll
I'm
be
very.
celebrating those good Super Bowl parlays you have and will share with me after
I'll send you a birthday parlay, man. I'll send you a birthday. I gave him a birthday parlay, one that I know is not going to win, but I gave him a birthday parlay.
That is
Oh, but no, I do appreciate you guys having me on. I think what I mean, the only thing that could have made this any better than it already was top notch operation. Shout out to Mont behind the scenes, Mont P to my right, Rich Stacks to my left, and obviously always fat shout out to DJ KB. Wish you was here, bro. This would have been, what I mean, it would have been nice to have all the OGs back, but I know one day soon the four of us will link back up again. Looking
absolutely.
forward to it.
For
So
like Voltron.
shout out to my man down the road, KB. Much love to you, fellas. Appreciate y'all having me back.
One love always, man.
Man, we gotta end this. Can we end this one like old school times? Can we end this how we gotta end this one how we ended the first one?
I hope it don't clip. We've been trying to get that together
Yeah,
on
we having a
the
few technical
beats.
issues.
Yeah, yeah, we still working it out. We still working it out on the
I want to, but we can't. You
Ah,
pulled me out of it. But we can't do this. You haven't said it the whole show, bro.
what? Power to the people. When you
You
see
see
me,
me,
you
you see
see
you.
you. And here at the Farrell Podcast, we want to motivate, inspire, educate, and
Entertain.
entertain. That's right. And Lamont don't like it, but if I had 1,000 tongues, he'd wear me out. I can never thank you enough. I can never thank you enough. Like how you were saying that you can never thank Coach Amp enough. I wanted to interject that in there, and because if you had 1,000 tongues, you could never thank him enough. So that's a powerful statement. You know what I mean? I
Yes.
think so.
absolutely, fellas. You know what I mean? Like I said, can't wait to do this again in a couple weeks.
Oh, we can.
Have a whole lot more fun, and maybe this time we'll throw Mont P out the window the next time he says about the Browns.
Lord.
Hey, listen, man. There's one right there. I would hate to have to.
Be giving up the secrets.
God
Listen,
dang.
I
He
don't-
wants to throw me about this joint.
Hey, look, man. I'm just, you know what I mean. So, but you know what I mean. Thanks again, fellas. I
Thank
appreciate everything y'all do. I am very supportive in any way possible of everything that you three continue to do. Um, Continue to elevate, entertain. Um, Continue to use your platform. Do what we came here to do
Yes, sir.
initially 3 years ago.
Thank you.
Um,
Yes, sir.
what you've done with the platform is amazing. Continue to empower our people. This is by our people, for our people. I
Indeed.
appreciate y'all. I love that you appreciate me. Can't wait to do it again.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
And for everybody that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the people that subscribe. Thank you to the people that faithfully tune in live at 7 o'clock each and every Monday or Saturday at 10 when we stream the shows live. We greatly appreciate that. That means so much to us. We give you guys an extra special shout out and share so much extra love with you guys just for tuning in, taking the time out to tune in like it's a regular TV show. What it is,
As it
y'all
is.
show us love like it's the Family Feud at 7 o'clock. or 7:30. But I mean,
Man, they
look
be,
forward to 7.
they be watching y'all like they be watching Victor Newman on Young and the Restless.
God damn it.
Oh, no,
Now,
wait a minute.
talking about
Wait a minute. There's a new soap opera on CBS now.
Yeah, I seen,
All African American
I
cast.
seen it this morning.
That's dope.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey, look,
They had to find something to replace. They was losing ratings on daytime TV.
shout out to them, but ain't nobody topping Victor Newman, man.
Nah.
That's my guy.
Nah,
Damn it, Jacques Abbott.
That's my guy.
So fat shout out to everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. I am the leader of the Ballhead Nation, the landlord, the mayor, Mont P.
It's been your boy EBJ. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Appreciate it, fellas.
And it's your man DJ Rich Snacks, the man with all the snacks. Hey, we'll catch y'all back here in about 2 weeks. It's your man DJ Rich Snacks, Farrell Podcast. We out.
Peace.